We now return to Depraved. Alright, so we've only got a little bit longer in this series. So my goal today is going to be getting settlers. We're pretty darn close. I need to get bread going, and I need to get booze going. Obviously, we're going to have a hard time, because I don't have crops yet, and looks like someone's making a coffin. I don't know if he's actually got a body to put in the coffin. We've only got 2 people in the cemetery so far. Anyway, so yes, whilst we're waiting for spring to break here, let's go ahead and turn this on so that they can begin construction of a hotel that hopefully will make me some money, bringing in the revenue from guests. And we will go ahead. I'm going to turn you off and turn you off. They are making that stable first. That's okay. You don't want too many of them going. In fact, let's go ahead and turn this off as well. Well, no. Because if they bring all the wood here, or something, I want them to be able to turn around and, start working on something else. Meantime, let's go ahead and look here. So we got to get the tool thing. That's going to be 5 settlers, as we know. There is booze. Okay, so the booze just straight up makes water, or alcohol from water and potatoes. So, oh my god, that is big. Okay, well, we'll put the distillery right out here as a sort of a centerpiece, and that'll be fine. I wonder if maybe I shouldn't have them. Well, no, like see, we're getting our horses back. I need to have another space for more horses, so that has to be a thing. Once this gets built, it'll take a while for them to fill in. We can prioritize that next. Let's actually just turn this off. Well, no, let's not turn it off because they're actually building it. Never you mind. Let's turn this one off. Where we at? 16 laborers, so that should hopefully mean things get done pretty quickly here. Anyway, so distillery, pretty easy. We just need a lot more potato fields. We will now need a mill and a bakery. Okay, that's pretty small. Don't really have room for it down here, unfortunately. Yeah, that's not gonna work. What about the mill? Okay, the mill could at least come down here, but again, let's just put it out here. We got plenty of room, and that's fine. So we'll put the bakery pointing this way. Would you just there? I realize I'm getting myself further and further away from wherever I was thinking of putting a cattle farm. So that's not really great, but and that is not what I want. I want you. So the mill. Let's go ahead and have you facing off in that direction. Why not? Let's bring you a little bit closer. Maybe I can still fit a cattle farm in there. Actually, let's just see what the cattle farm is for size. I can't look at it because I don't have it unlocked. Never mind. I'll just get that going. Okay, so the buildings are in place. We'll get that going. We'll get the bread, we'll get the alcohol, and that will be settlers. We'll get the settlers, which will provide me with all the other junk that I need. We'll be able to start making our own tools. Kind of mentioning this at the end of last episode, like at this point, I feel that is a lot of work and a lot of effort for no real reason. I'm sure we unlock other things, like if we do merchants, we can have a fort, which might make it a little bit better for me as time goes on, and need to have a better and better defense as we have more progressively dangerous threats. But right now, it's not really a priority. Like, I feel like you're much better off just building massive money bases. And holy crap, we're getting a lot of stuff in here. What is the max thing that they can store? Well, I mean 9 out of 9 slots, but it doesn't say how much in each slot. So I don't know. Is it just infinite? Does it go to the roof? They just keep stacking? It seems like they keep stacking. Okay, yes, I know, I realize we're not making enough pigs because we don't have any corn. So that's more farms. But we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll get there faster if I speed this up. Left a big blank spot here when I put that well down. It's kind of a waste. You're realizing that people themselves don't really... I mean, I guess they do need it. So having one by residential areas and then having one near your farms kind of tucked in makes a lot more sense, I think. Should I maybe put some of this stuff down? That's $100 a piece. Why don't we think about this? Let's put... no, I really didn't leave myself as much room as I thought I did. Well, here, like we see a lot of people going in and out. Let's go ahead and put us a lamppost pointing that way. Pointing that... There you go. My mouse is not reading my clicks. We'll also put one right here. I don't think I'll ever put a building right here. It's just kind of an empty space. Unless I end up putting a second hunter shack here, which is a possibility. We'll put one there and maybe one here. Like people... You can tell by the pathways where they're going to walk and where I'm going to be blocking their walking, but so far it doesn't seem to be too bad. So anyway, as it sweeps into night, those will shine up a little bit. What are you doing? You are a farmer. Just standing around. You could be a laborer, but you choose not to be. Out of forests, because of course you are. Okay, well let's get over here then. And actually, maybe I should think about doing a forester. Now that it's been long enough, you know, it might be a thing. And nobody has religion. When does religion come into it? It's jewelry. I mean, nobody's got religious problems. Is it, do I need to maybe look into them? Criminy, they're all moving too fast. You. Mood is fine. Yeah, but. Okay. Mood is fine. Yeah, see, I guess that's their thing, but everyone seems to be having 100% religion without a church, so I'm not going to put one down. Needless expense at this point. See, if I move that well to here, because I kind of thought I would make something else here, but if I move that well to here, then I could have another space for maybe a church, you know, like right there in the town center, or a saloon. Kind of didn't leave a room for a saloon. First thing in town? That might be good. Hotel. Okay, how's this work? It appears... Okay. I see what's going on here. These are not guests, as in temporary people to the settlement. This is acting kind of like that big building in Banished. It was just sort of a catch-all until you gave homes to people individually. I think it's really weird that there's 3 people who live in these homes and they're not married. You know, in Banished, you'd put couples together and they'd raise families in their home. That's the whole purpose and point of having a home. I'm just kind of curious here. So what are we looking at? 20 planks. So one of these costs as much as 2 of these, but to get the same population you would need 3 of these. So already a hotel costs less, and you're just swapping out stone for wood. And since wood is renewable, if you put down a forester and all that, it does not provide as much income though. That's the trade-off. You get way more income out of shacks than you do from a hotel, but I guess if you needed to cram in a bunch of people to hit your pioneer population goals, I could have saved myself some trouble with the shacks and just built a hotel. Oh well. Okay, so here we are. Let's slow things down. We're back into spring now. That means we've got we've got more than enough people. Okay, so let's start putting down some fields here. Let's start putting down a lot of fields, because we need to get these things full up. Now I realize having all these fields right in front of the railroad is not such a great idea. Okay, for the distillery, we're gonna just make some straight up potato crops. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 4 potatoes and 2 wheat, because these are corn as well. So the rest of these will be wheat for the bakery. And then we'll put some more down specifically by the pig farm for potatoes, right? Corn, for corn. Okay, that's an excellent position. And that's an excellent... Would you just... Why doesn't it recognize my clicks? That really bothers me. Corn. Corn. Alright. So we got plenty of people now working as farmers. We cut that down quite a bit. I'm still bothered by how many people are just standing around. Okay. And we've got 4 horses in this thing already, so excellent. In that case, let's get you working on the... I guess the bakery comes next. Well, let's get the distillery. Let's get the distillery. That's only 1 building, and will therefore be much easier to take care of. I've got 7 metal parts. We need 3, 6, 9, and then we're gonna... Okay, so we're gonna need quite a bit more. Again, I'll just buy 10 at a time because, you know, save myself some money. What do I have in excess? We don't need coats right now. Why don't we sell some coats? And you're having trouble, of course. Number 3, you're having trouble. Alright. Let's go hunting. Now, I guess we're kind of killing some of the habitat, and maybe that has some impact. Maybe I should send them down here. I really don't want them tangling with the wolves, though. But I don't think we're going to have a choice. And the wolves do provide meat, even though it's not nearly as much. The buffalo don't appear to have come back. So... Well, alright. Put you down here, and... Well, actually, let's put you down here, because I at least see some boar down here. And rabbits. So yeah, we'll be competing with those wolves. That's probably not a great idea. What else? Let's speed this up. Ooh. Okay, that's not good. I'm now costing myself too much money, and we are dropping. That's not good. The upkeep on those farms is gonna be bad, so now we're gonna have to rely almost exclusively on selling and exports. And I guess that makes sense, you know, that's kind of an okay balance thing. I'm alright with that. What's it gonna take to get a sheriff's office? That was also 5, wasn't it? Gunsmith, so if we want to make our own guns. Gallows. Sheriff, 5 settlers, yeah. So if we want a sheriff who can take the bad guys hostage, I don't know what the benefit of that is. Because we have a gallows. Hangs criminals and reduces crime. So I guess it's just a way, you know, if you got bandits coming in, causing problems, they raise your crime, and then you can't get people to move in. The way to counteract that, then, is to hang them, and then that lowers it. I think we've got plenty of water. We seem to have an enormous amount of water right now. In fact, so much that I kind of feel like maybe I should get rid of a well, or shut it down, just to have another worker move to something else. I don't know, can we sell water? We can. Let's sell 20. Actually, maybe I should have looked at contracts. There are no, and the horses are gone too. We got the distillery. Okay, well now we're actually going to need the water for this, so maybe I should hold off on my exuberance of selling off everything in this town. One outhouse has surprisingly been enough to keep the town healthy and That's really weird. That and the doctor. Put another toilet right there, actually. Okay, I did put corn. So, yeah. We just gotta wait for it to actually grow, and then we can do a thing. I'm really disappointed you can't slaughter sheep, though. That just doesn't... You know, why? Why is that animal exempt? Alright, speed this up a little bit more. As soon as we start making the booze, that'll be one thing, and then we gotta get bread. Oh, good, booze is already here. You know, this already seems to be full, too, so that's a very far way to take this. They are bringing it here, so maybe I should fill in another one. Maybe I should just put another one right there. That wouldn't be a bad idea, I guess. I always forget where all these things are. Right there. It's 2 more metal parts to deal with, but, you know. So they finished building that. Let's get them building the bakery, yeah. Actually, no. Mill first, so we can start grinding some flour. And then we'll build the bakery. And in the meantime, well, okay, so wait. If I built a silo, silos are smaller, and could potentially keep some of these slots open if they were stored in the silo instead. That's a shit ton of metal parts, though. Let's not do that. Of course you're not gonna... Oh. If I change my mind, I guess I can build something out here. But that's a lot of metal parts for absolutely no reason whatsoever. You again. This part right here is easily the worst. You know, I just don't understand why they can't shift, why you can't follow. You know, the AI can pathfind, so why can't the AI pathfind to, you know, nearest animals? Are these being killed by... Well, I guess because I got a hunter down in here. We're out of planks. We've been building so much. Oh, in fact, we've been building so much. Doing 4 horses there. That has not changed. Any new business? Ending soon. 24 logs. How many logs do we have? Probably not enough. Now, not enough now that it's got to go all the way across from there. That's actually... That's probably hurting me more than anything. I really should have actually just reforested this whole area, I think. And I still could. Instead of saving it for cattle. Because I really don't... I mean, what is the purpose of cattle? We don't need it. They just provide probably a lot of meat and a lot of leather. But, I mean... Speaking of, I've got this making clothing. Have we got 12 clothing in there? We're making clothing over to here. Let's swap you... No, you're 85% done with this. No? Let's swap you back to coats. Nah. Keep with clothing. And then when it's fall, we'll start making... Well, is that too late, though? I don't know when they need coats. I really don't. And the fact that you don't get that part of their mood... See, you're low on clothing, but you're not, and you're low on hunger. You're not low on coats. Coats are a settler's thing. So as long as we're providing some, it's not going to be until settlers that becomes an issue. You are out of stone. There's a very little bit amount of stone in there, but not enough. God, I can't believe we went through that big pile that was out here. We didn't. I decided not to because I thought it was too far. What about here? What is that discoloration? There's Boar Central right there. God, but that is forever away if I sent hunters there. What I actually need is a stone quarry, which is settlers. because we've got that right here, so I could at least set that up. Is it within range, though? I don't know. I don't know if I could plunk it down and they would go out of range for it, or if a mine actually has to be attached. I would imagine. But I think we're going to go further and further afield for stone from now on, and that's just going to be really problematic. Alright, what else do we have that we can sell? We are losing a lot of money right now. Not enough of anything. That's a lot of stone, wood, 20 of firewood. I could do that. That's only $200, but $200 is $200. Now we've got a problem here. 14 laborers. We still got too many people. So, yeah, God. So in hindsight, this is actually very detrimental to me, having built this, because now I have 8 people here who are all consuming resources and everything, but they're contributing a fraction of what the people in each shack are making. Like, this entire hotel of 8 people is making me $32. A single shack is making me 36, and to fill all these people into a shack would be 3 shacks worth. There's 3 shacks worth of people here, so I'm easily, only making a third of the money having all these people in here. And that's probably why we're in a deficit right now, and gonna run this into the ground. So, do I just destroy this and then set these people to making shacks elsewhere? We're running out of room for shacks too, unfortunately. So I can start putting them out of here. And then I can put a saloon there. Alright. This might be a bit of an issue, but we're gonna do it. So I'm gonna destroy that, and that should suddenly make a lot of people homeless. But we will now hurry to try and make them some homes. And because what we're doing right now is not sustainable. It's just not gonna work. Hopefully we've got enough metal parts for it. We got 6, which is precisely what we need, but okay, and we did, okay. Slowly getting that horse, and so we should now, oh my god, now what? As soon as that starts making bread, we'll start getting settlers. I can only imagine that that will upgrade their homes as well, and thus provide more money. Oh, somebody's cold. You are cold, suffering from the flu, and should visit a doctor. We've got one over here, sir. I'm not sure where you guys are going. Now, that could hurt. I don't know, mismanagement everywhere in this settlement. And we're out of the metal bits. Okay, buying more metal. Buy more metal. Because, you know, may as well spend it while we still got the money, because otherwise we're not going to be able to dig ourselves out of this crap. You, sir, need to go chasing animals again. Okay, there's a bunch up here. Go up here. God, that's almost too far away to be worth it at this point. So, you know, that's really where the pigs come in, the cattle come in. Gunslinger. You know what? That's $25, and he's going to need a place to stay, and if I build this, he'll have a place to stay, because he can be the extra guy, fine. We got to race and hopefully get out of this before we have a crisis, because we're about to be out of money. How are we doing on this? Okay, we are at least producing some booze, so we have 14 laborers. They should be moving things around pretty swiftly. Metal are out of stock. Again? Oh, we haven't bought it yet. Okay, well, at least they're going to see the doctor. That's good. Everyone's hurrying and rushing and bumbling, and you know what? We've got a crap ton of cloth. Let's sell the cloth. Let's sell Not 50. Let's try half a stack. That'll get me some money back, unless we have a contract here. We do, 41. You know what? Pause. Pause. I'm gonna give up 41. I'm gonna give up 41, and we're not gonna do this. That was worth it. I've got 43 of them. 8 sheepies. How many sheepies do I have? Looks like 8. Give up the whole flock for that. Doesn't seem like a great idea. Every time we get a single pig, it gets butchered. So I don't know how we can possibly try and breed any of that. Finally getting some flour in there. Waiting on the bread. Takes firewood to make bread. Of course it does. Makes sense. Alright. That's done. Didn't have any noticeable impact upon... Okay, because nobody had moved in yet. As soon as they start moving in, that'll start going down. And we're out of stone. Alright, you know what? I hate it. I hate everything about it. Especially since that looks like a bear. That's a bison, good. But, I mean, we're out of stone. I don't know why we can't chip away at the mountains, but we can't. So let's look here. Still haven't made bread. All the ingredients are there. We're just waiting on you. 40%? Already got one? Got 2 bread. Needs are met. Ah, here we go. Upgrade. Wood and metal bits. Okay, can we do 1? We don't have any planks. So no, is the answer. What's the deal with that? I mean, just because you gotta go so far afield now? I guess in that case we hire a newbie. And you, madam, go do that. Once again, our damn meat supply is gone. I do get... Oh my god, well, because you're not going far enough afield, sir. I do get tired of that. That is easily the worst part of this game. Also extremely disappointing that we are not going up. Well, this just hasn't been finished yet. Can we prioritize that, all people? Work on finishing one of those. That's why we can't keep timber in supply. Anything new? Any new exploits? How are we doing on hide? Can we afford some leather, maybe? I'm gonna give away all of my firewood if I do that for not very much money, frankly. I'd feel much better about giving away the hide, but I don't think we have that in supply, mostly because we can't find enough animals to hunt. We're not making enough in this pig farm. Somebody else died, so that's great. Okay. Work on prioritizing that. It's almost done there. And it appears to be done. 1 homeless. No homeless, good. We're ready to go, and we still have not cut the balance. Now what? God! We go through so many damn animals. It's not that we go through animals, it's that we chase them. It's that being in the hunting area scares them away. I just wish they would come back. You know, after we leave an area, it would be nice if it repopulated. Because that's really getting on my damn nerves. How about I just have you double up on this one over here? There's plenty to go around down there. Which one is this? Number 3? Alright, we should be putting planks in now. We are putting planks in now, so let's start getting some of the old-timers to upgrade their homes. That didn't kick them out, did it? Good. They're technically still living there whilst it's under construction. But now we need more metal parts. And more stone. And even more. See, I resent that. I resent the fact that I have to pay this for the privilege of upgrading, and then whilst they're upgrading, they still need more. I think that that should contribute to it, and then you just add stone. Seems a little cheap to me. But we'll see what this guy starts providing me. 36 in the shacks. This little home here. Ugh. Oh, by wolves? Oh, no. Well, got the wolf. Your clothes are torn and shabby, unfortunately. Damn it. Well, I mean, it was going to happen, right? Unless I have the hunters out there in the area. Not really sure how we're going to handle that. I guess just chalk it up to acceptable loss, but not really a good solution. I don't know, what are you doing? Let go. Look, all I want to see is one settler move in here. I want to see what a settler shack looks like. Just give me that. There. It is worth 42. Is it worth it in the resources? I don't know. I'm not going to do the math on that one, but something tells me probably not. Okay, anyway, where are we at on the horses? Very, very slowly coming in. So when it was jumping up, and it seemed like we were just getting horses out of left, right, and center, it's probably because of the people moving in, bringing their own horses. That's all I can think. It's not necessarily the breeding. They are breeding, but very slowly. And wow. All of those have expired. We can now order stuff as well. How do we do that? Is that what the trade post is necessary for? Maybe. We need 5 settlers. What does this provide? 3. So population doesn't go up as you increase, just the socioeconomic status does. Right. Well, you know what? We have more, so let's keep building more and try and hit that deficit before we go completely into debt, and I'm going to end this one here. We've hit settlers. I don't think I'm going to get the merchants. What I would like to do next episode is colonize. And so I want to go down here and do some fish and just see. Now, I believe each settlement in the ring constitutes its own economy, its own population, everything. So as we go down here, this will basically just be like starting over. It's not going to have any impact upon the other place. Actually, this is a fantastic place to come down, aside from... Oh, no, there's bison. I really need to change the model, because it's really hard to tell if those are bison or bears. At least we have some initial hunting ground down here. We've got some stone, and then we got copper and gold, which is good for a trade here, which of course is probably not going to happen, seeing as how it's probably not going to be enough time to get that done. But anyway, I will end this one here. I will see you next time.